I want to know why you are a slacker. I want to know why you're a half-stepper. Why do you not have an assault rifle and sufficient ammunition to defend your family, your community, and your Constitution? This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. Another sick tragedy, another festival of liberals telling us that we must disarm, that we can't have the tools we need to be citizens and not subjects. I'm talking about assault weapons. I'm not even talking about what they call assault weapons. I'm talking about real assault weapons, military-grade weapons to be used to defend those things that are vital. Ourselves, our families, our communities, our constitutions. Wait a minute, what, Kurt? This is crazy talk. American citizens being armed? Are you nuts? Well, we have police, we have firemen, we have, Army guys. Wait a minute, we don't need citizens to be armed. Hold on, stop. The most basic duty of every healthy American citizen is to help defend our community and our Constitution. There is no higher purpose than to personally commit to personally participating in the defense of the community and our Constitution. Now, understand that I'm talking about law-abiding, healthy folks. The people who don't abide the laws, they lose their privileges as citizens, and one of them, and when you don't have privileges, you don't have duties. Healthy citizens, that's a basic premise. There are people who can't do it because they've got mental issues. There are people who can't do it because they have physical issues, whether from injury, age, or illness, who can be excused from this duty. But the rest of us, those of us who are healthy, those of us who are capable, well, we have no right to outsource our personal responsibility to the safety of the community to someone else. Does that mean carrying guns? Heck yeah. Yeah, it does. Because guns are the tool that allow you to preserve order and preserve safety and preserve freedom. Well, Kurt, that's crazy talk. I mean, we've got police and military, and we don't need citizens participating. Well, let me tell you, I have a little different experience because I actually lived through the LA riots. And I don't mean I lived in LA and I was watching it on TV. I was literally a soldier on the street with the California Army National Guard for 3 weeks, based in Inglewood, which was ground zero for the riots. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw what happens when civilization falls apart, and I've seen it in other times. I worked a number of disasters. I worked in the Northridge earthquake. I commanded in the San Diego fires. And I saw overseas what happens. When civilization breaks down, that becomes our duty, our responsibility. Look, we love our first responders, our police, our fire, our military. They're great. But there's not a policeman standing behind us every time. There's not a soldier on every street corner. The firemen, well, they're at the firehouse. We have to take responsibility for our own people, our own safety. And I'm not just talking about having sufficient guns and ammunition to perform this duty, though I am. Plus training. Remember, you've got to be trained. I'm talking the ability to perform basic medical functions, for instance. Do you know how to do CPR? If you come across an American who's sitting on the ground and not breathing, do you know what to do? How about how to stop the bleeding? Can you stop arterial bleeding? God forbid you wander into a scene where some madman has murdered a number of people with a gun. Hopefully he's dead because another American with a weapon took him down. But the first responders aren't really first, nor do they expect to be. They're coming. They're going to do their best, but you're standing there. Do you know how to stop the bleeding? Do you know how to deal with a sucking chest wound? Are you trained in CPR? These are basic duties. Basic duties we can't outsource. We can't say it's somebody else's job to be there because you might be the one who's there. It isn't fair. It ain't right. You didn't ask to be put in that position, but you know what? You were. Are you ready to act? Are you ready to protect? Are you ready to save? You need to be ready. You need to be trained, both to use weapons and to save lives, and you need the equipment to do it. Do you have a weapon and ammunition that can perform that function should you need to do it? Do you have a medical kit in your car? I sure do. I can start carrying around when I was in the Army. I still do. If I come across an accident scene, I have the basic tools to save lives. I have the basic training to save lives. Am I a medic? Am I an EMT? No, I'm not. But you know what? I know how to stop the bleeding. I know how to give CPR, and I know how to use a rifle if I have to. I don't want to. We're not looking for trouble. This isn't about being macho or bravado. This is about doing our duty as citizens, our personal duty, when we can't outsource it to someone else. Look, you got to decide. When the wolves are circling, are you going to be a sheep or a sheepdog? America's not a nation of sheep. That's for those damn Europeans. We're a nation of sheepdogs. Just ask the British. It was American, just regular folks in 1775 who stood up to British tyranny at Lexington and Concord. These weren't trained commandos. These were farmers, shopkeepers, blacksmiths. They changed the world. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to be prepared to do. We are American citizens, and we have rights. But we also have responsibilities to ourselves, our families, our community, and our Constitution. And sometimes that means duty calls us. Don't let it go to voicemail. Be ready. This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. Hey, if you like what's happening with my short, fast, free rants outside the paywall, why not see what's inside the paywall? Curious? You should be, because there's a whole bunch of great stuff. Subscribe to Rebel. There's a bunch of magic in there. Make it happen. If you like these rants, look for them every Tuesday and Friday right here on YouTube and at the Rebel site. You can find it and do it. If you like what I'm saying, read my town hall stuff. That comes out every Monday and Thursday. You may also want to follow me on Twitter. You might want to get my book, Militant Normals. And, psst, December 1st, I'm dropping my new Kelly Turnbull novel, my third novel. I think it's my best. This one's called Wildfire, follow-up to People's Republic in Indian Country. It'll be a lot of fun. Look for that out there on Amazon. And I will see you next time on Take That with Kurt Schlichter.